Hey, it's Matt from Inner Public Speaking. Today we're talking about a deep unconscious process that causes us huge amounts of fear in our public speaking. And it's the concept called I should be better. This causes ridiculous amounts of fear in public speaking. And here's how it works. Let me put it to you that on some level, a part of you believes that you should be better than you currently are at public speaking. You perceive yourself to be here, and you would like to be here. There's like a gap between where you are and where you think you should be. So you think you should be better. Firstly, let me debunk that it's even possible for you to be better than you currently are. How many universes are there? Just one. Now, how many past timelines are there? Just one. Everything that has happened in the past has led to this moment. If you wanted to be better than you currently are, the present would have to be different, which means that the past would have to be different. But that's not possible. There's only one past, and everything that has happened has somehow led to this moment being exactly as it is, and it's not possible for it to be any different. You might, I understand that we feel, oh, but if only we'd had this different experience in our childhood, or we'd acted differently in some way. Fair enough, but the fact remains that the past is exactly how it should be, as it was, and now we're here. So you're exactly as good as you are, so is everybody else, and it's impossible for us to be any different. Now, even if we did have some different experience in the past, and instead of being here, we were here. If we're still coming from the paradigm of I should be better, then we're just going to think that we should be here. So it's not the level that we're at and the gap, it's the paradigm, it's the belief I should be better. No matter where we are, if we have the belief I should be better, we're still going to have that gap regardless. Okay, now this belief generates huge amounts of fear, and here's why. As humans, we tend to project our beliefs onto other people. So we believe that other people see the world as we see it, and we believe that other people see ourselves the way we see ourselves. If we believe we should be better, when we speak before an audience, we'll perhaps unconsciously believe that our audience thinks that we should be better as well. How can we possibly not feel huge amounts of stress, fear, anxiety with this belief? If we're standing in front of an audience and we believe that the audience thinks that we should be better than we are, we're setting ourselves up for instant fear. Even just imagining speaking before an audience that thinks, no, this person's not good enough, they really should be better, would make me feel fear, and probably you as well. So going out in front of an audience, believing that they think you're not as good as you should be, instant fear. You'll flood yourself with fear, anxiety. You won't be able to act well. Second thing, if you believe you should be here, but you're here, and you want people to perceive you as where you think you should be, which is what we tend to do, we like people to perceive us as our kind of ideal selves, how we see ourselves. We won't want them to see us to be here. So we're going to try and resist that. We're going to try and cover it up. We'll compensate for it. We'll resist it. We'll fake other things and try and act in some strange way so that our audience actually perceives us as our more ideal selves. So when we try and fake it, we're doing that thing where we become dishonest. So we lose authenticity, we lose a sense of being genuine, and the audience can tell. And they know that you're being dishonest, there's something wrong here. So whatever message you're bringing to the table will be filtered through the film of dishonesty. Simply because you're believing you should be better than you are, therefore you believe the audience thinks you should be better than you are, so you fake it so that you're perceived up here. Now, is that even going to work? It doesn't work. If you're here, you can't just apply a few little techniques and trick people into thinking you're here. You're here. That's the level you're at. So the solution isn't to fake it. What we need to do is completely shift our paradigms to another way of thinking. It's fine to want to be better than you currently are. It's fine to be here and desire to be here. But let's not think that we should already be that well, that good. Let's instead set here as a goal. This is something to work towards, and we will achieve that by accepting where we are and working towards it, gathering the required reference experiences, the practice, and then we'll reach that level. And then we'll have another goal that's up here. As long as we don't keep believing, I should be here, I should be here, I should be here, generating unhappiness, generating fear, discontent with where we are. How can you ever be happy? How can you feel no fear with that belief? So I encourage you to take a look at where you currently are. Look at where you'd like to be and accept that that's somewhere to aim for. You don't have to be there right now. Remember, you can't be there. The universe is played out exactly as it has, and you're where you are right now. So the key to all of this is acceptance, self-acceptance. Accept the level you're at 100%. So when you go up to speak in front of an audience, you're completely congruent. You're 100% accepting of where you are. You're not trying to put on some fake persona to convince the audience that you're actually at some other level when you're really not. So you're honest. This is me. This is the message I've got for you. 100% authenticity, and your audience will be able to feel it. They'll know you're coming from that place. So, accept yourself 100%, accept the level you're at 100%. Have this as a goal, work towards it. Matt from Inner Public Speaking, speak to you next time.